Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Mile High Huddle SI. I am your host, Kim Becker, joined as always by publisher Chad Jensen. And after an ugly 48-19 loss against the Buffalo Bills today, a lot of the Bronco fan base is taking to social media saying that this one cost Vic Fangio his job. So, Chad, do you agree with this take?
I don't. I really don't. I understand the disappointment, and this really was a watershed moment in terms of embarrassment. The Broncos defense appeared to really give up in the second half. It was ugly, and it comes with its fair share of implications, and it could reverberate farther into not only the end of this season, but we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But I really don't think Vic Fangio himself is in danger of losing his job because I think the front office up to this point, and I really don't, as bad as this was, I don't see this changing, has been inclined to view 2020 as a kind of mulligan, mostly due to all the injuries. We've talked about it a lot in these sit downs, you and I, on the podcast and the written articles at milehighhuddle.com. The Broncos have been inordinately affected by the injury bug. And today you saw that really jump up and bite them in a big, bad way. I mean, they were down to their number 5 cornerback starting as the number 1 cornerback. I was fielding questions in our open thread at milehighhuddle.com and on Twitter of, hey, isn't there someone better we could put on Stephon Diggs besides Devontae Bosme? It's like, actually, no, it's not only that there's no one better, there's literally no one else on the roster who can play cornerback besides the guys that were on the field. Vic Fangio has been scraping the bottom of the barrel. Now, I don't want to make too many excuses for Fangio here because there are real implications, and it was concerning to see the defense so obviously and evidently give up the ghost, as it were, and just give up. But we'll see. I mean, coming out of this ugly loss, the Broncos have 2 division games to close out the season. But Kim, I really don't see this as being some kind of nail in the coffin or a final nail in the coffin for Fangio, because I think unless John Elway were to fire himself, which nobody does in the NFL, nobody does in life, right? No one fires themselves. Unless Elway were inclined to do that, or if Joe Ellis, the team CEO and president, suddenly decided to get a wild hair with team ownership up in the air and fixing to go into litigation next year and decide to make a massive change like that at in the front office, I don't see Vic Fangio changing his situation or being let go. Elway and Fangio are tied to the hip, but it will be interesting, Kim, to see if there is a scapegoat coming out of this, because it was that bad. It wouldn't shock me to see a head roll coming out of this loss. I just don't expect it to be Vic.
Right. And you and I talked about that last week. And, it's easy for us on the outside to just assume to blame the leadership, right? And to just go straight to the top and just get rid of the top. But obviously, we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. So easy to speculate, but hopefully you're right, Chad. I'm a Vic Fangio fan. So I hope that he gets to stay next year. But it is tough to watch these games. So just we're going to keep on rolling to 2021, I guess, here.
Amen. We'll see. I think there are going to be some changes at season's end, but I just don't think you're going to see that between now and the season's end, and it certainly won't be Fangio, but we'll see.
All right, Chad Jensen, you heard it here at Mile High Huddle SI. Thanks so much.